Okay, will this work? There's something going on with my live stream that I can't fix. Maybe I had to make a new stream key. So I'm gonna have to test this out. I need to do something really quick. One moment. I'll be right there. Just a second. Okay, let me see. Hello, everyone. Now I need to write another message in the live chat. 1 second. Hello, everyone. Okay, good. So my volume works. Hello. Feel free to subscribe, leave a like, and maybe share with friends. Not share, right? Share with friends. A small gesture goes a long way. Enjoy. There we go. There's my message. 1 second. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. If you tell me that this stream lags, I cannot do anything about that. So don't expect me to be able to fix it. But if it does happen, feel free to let me know, because I would like to know before my stream shuts down yet again. That would be a good heads up for me. Hopefully this one will last longer than 4 minutes. But I am going to be practicing drawing some stuff a little out of my comfort zone this time. A bit more full body drawings, more representations of poses. Lots of fun things like that. So stick around. I'm going to be having some fun. Okay, so the boots. Maybe I'll have like a buckle on them. Perfect. That's nice. Okay, nice. So this is pretty good. Okay, I'm glad that it seems to be good for now. Yeah, it's a little irritating when it's just like, it's lagging, I can't do anything about it. I feel so bad. Like, I wish there was a button I could click. I wish there was something I could do to fix that. But sometimes problems just happen and I can't do anything about them. Like, I'm not a service provider, so I don't know what's up. So just gotta have some patience with it, because sometimes the stream just isn't gonna work out for me. I have to try another thing, another tactic, gotta approach it with from a different angle. You know. So I feel like I've been doing very well practicing things that are different for me. I feel like this is a good idea. So last stream I was drawing a bunch of sketches of Miss Willow. So maybe during this stream I will be doing some Lovisa ones. Alright. I feel like this works. I don't like that. Hold on. So today is about trial and error. So last stream I tried a lot of different sketches. A lot of them I ended up really liking. And a lot of them turned out really well. So I feel like today it is worth not really making perfect art. I don't really need to be making perfect art. And if I can just improve, I can see that improvement every time. So there's some times that I do want to practice drawing things that I'm not very used to. Today's going to be one of those times. Alright, that seems to be fair. Maybe I should just add some hair. I feel like this needs a little bit more features to it. Practice a couple different things at once, like hair as well as a pose. Hair can be very difficult to master, especially if you don't draw it enough or a lot. I draw dragons and cartoon profile drawings a lot, so that is what I am most comfortable and good with. Full body sketches, really not. So if I can get myself into the practice of drawing more things like this, the more I do so, the easier it will become to me, and the easier and better the sketches will turn out. So he has wings. He has a good set of angel wings. I need to enlarge this just a hair. Scale. That works. Perfect. I just made the hair a little bit more of a mess. Didn't mean to do that. And the shoulders are a little bit too high up. And this too. Alright. His arms as well aren't long enough, I think. But you know what? It's a test run. It is not a full drawing. So it is okay if I mess up. That is the beauty of this. Messing up will teach me what I do and don't work with well, and give me better ideas on how to do so. Okay, beautiful. Now for the wings. I do a shoulder blade down like that. I was talking in the last stream about how I draw wings, and pretty much all my wings are drawn with this general setup. It is a bump down, an angle like that, so it's like upside down shark fin. The longest part tapering into a thinner area, and then another bump down there where the soft feathers are. So I will have the feathers like this, and then the long feathers like this. And of course adding other layers of feathers on top of that work. Where the shoulder blade is, the feathers getting bigger. So that helps me. That is how I like to draw wings. So upside down shark fins. And it doesn't really matter, I found, what pose the wings are in. It's pretty much the same shapes. I imagined that this long part was a triangle, and I pictured in my mind it turning, like, different ways. So if I have the other end of the wing like that, and I want the wing to open or close, I pretty much just imagine it like a moving triangle, like this, opening like that. And then it kind of works out. So it's always just the same shape. A shoulder blade, upside down shark fin, big long section. Then I have this skinnier at the tip, and this time I'm just going to add in the feathers so that I don't forget. And then have a larger, fluffier area going into the back. It's pretty much just the same shape every single time, so I don't see a problem with that. It seems to work out very well. And then again, the layers of the feathers too. Doesn't have to be a lot of them. Even just a couple scribbles like what I did at the top gives the impression that they're layered. So, alrighty. I do like how I draw the wings. I'm gonna have a very generic pose this time. Again, even if another wing is kind of closed, it's the same shape, just distorted a slight bit. And the rounder part on the bottom right here is pretty much just folded a little bit more. And I have a fold line right here, so that gives another impression that's very easy, and it didn't take me that long to do. It's all about the impressions of very subtle lines. Okay, so that turned out very well. I feel like this was a very nice drawing. I'm gonna scale that down because I have a lot more sketches to create. Okay, there we go. I always feel like shrunken down drawings, even if they're very detailed or undetailed, end up looking 10 times more detailed once they're smaller. Okay, one moment. I will be right back. Okie dokie. Hello, guys. I am back. Oh my gosh, my drawing pen. And a sip of water. I can feel my voice drying up again. Very not used to talking a lot. So I've been trying to talk more naturally. The last couple streams, usually I try to be super over-the-top enthusiastic when I just kind of feel like people might find that more entertaining. But it takes a lot out of me, and I realized today that it might be very good for me to be more natural with myself. Talking more naturally. Not letting myself get all, like, monotone, like, hi everyone, I'm gonna be drawing. Drawing today. Cool. And then not talk for, like, the whole video. I want to have a good balance of talking like I'm having fun or explaining something to a friend, not monotone, not over hyperly enthusiastic because I am afraid people are gonna leave because it's not entertaining or whatever. Just more natural. I want to explain things and not have like a slant in my voice, like I have to over explain everything. Just a very nice, gentle video. So if I try this and I scale that down, am I able to draw a better pose from farther away? Maybe. So I was thinking kind of a, oh no, that might not work. I want kind of like one leg standing up and kind of like flamingo looking pose. So I feel like that might be a very good thing for me to practice. I feel like that could be very fun. Balancing on one leg kind of look. I really like that. Drawing smaller scale seems to help me with a lot of details when I might not otherwise have details. So that looks really good. What do you guys think? And maybe I can even have the, oh no, I'm pulling the whole picture. Stop that. Oh no, I keep not drawing in the same layer, so I have to actually put that up. Maybe I could have the arms like outstretched like this, the hands there. That actually doesn't look half bad. If I scooch these hands a little bit closer, that'll work nicely. You guys like that? An angel character? Yes. So this character represents my husband, Lovisa, and I always like to call him, he's like the most important thing in my life. I love him so much. I always call him like my guardian angel. And in my stories, I like to depict him as an angel. So not like a biblical angel, but more like a fun, happy-go-lucky character, like some fantasy being. And I both have Miss Willow with wings as well sometimes. Although her wings are not for the sense of it being angelic. They represent her catbird spirit animal, so me and my family always believed that my spirit animal is a catbird, and specifically the gray catbird. North American, I think. I don't know if they're everywhere else. Who knows? But I like to depict her as having gray wings because I want them to be kind of similar. So it's very easy for people to think, oh, so you're both angel characters. Nah, I'm a catbird, he's the angel. Because I want to represent him as something so beautiful. Because he's just such an amazing part of my life. I want to celebrate that. Thank you, Artist Gamer. I'm so happy you like it. I have definitely feel like the last couple hours drawing this way, I have grown a lot. So I'm gonna have his wings coming down here. Also, I'm not all into the big puffy round angel wings look. If I have an angel character like Lavisa, I like to have him with like swallow wings, like a lot more thinner, but still with the feathers kind of sticking out. See, it's super easy to just draw a wing. It's like, I always say, even if it's the same shape scrunched down, it's pretty much just a cursive Y, slightly, with an upside down shark fin. That's pretty much a wing. And last stream somebody was telling me, wow, thanks for making that, like, super easy. That's a very easy tutorial. I'm like, it's not hard. Like, I like to not overemphasize my tutorials. If I'm teaching somebody how to draw something, I'm not gonna really go into the, make sure you measure 3/4, have 5 lines on the face to section everything off. That's confusing for me, especially people like me. I don't know if any of you find it confusing, but I don't learn that way. Not that there's anything wrong with that way of teaching drawing proportions and stuff, but I more learn better by, hey, draw a peanut shape. And, you know, put a Y and draw a loop. And there you go, that's a wing. That's the basic shape of a wing. And after you practice that a little bit, you can be creative, and then you got it. Once you add a little creativity, you got it. It's nothing more, nothing less, just there. And even with, like, dragon wings, or, like demon wings or something, same thing, except make it sharp. And add some things and little hook and whatever. It's the same deal. It's still that shape. Just one's more rounder. All wings I can draw very similar. And even if I want a very skinny wing, it's the same shape, just scrunch it. And if I want a thicker wing, it's the same thing, just wider. I feel like it's a super simple thing that is taken very, very seriously to make perfect, when it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a wing. Wings are different. I can make a very simple instruction on how to draw something that may seem very confusing, and I like to do my best to make it as non-confusing as possible, because art doesn't have to be perfect. Art is perfect because art is what it is, and there's balance and understanding and improvement to the designs and things. It doesn't all have to be super symmetrical. I'm also trying to get out of any kind of practice of copying pasting something, like if I drew one arm like this for him. I do not want to practice lassoing it and copying it horizontally. That can work very well with other styles, but for my own growth, I'm trying to make sure I stay clear of routes that make my artwork quicker to do when I can learn how to draw something like that. Not saying that that's lazy in some cases, just not what I want for my own art. Okay, I'm glad you found that helpful. If you guys ever want me to try and teach you guys how to draw something that is generic, I can do my best. Just feel free to shout it out and tell me what you want, because if I don't know, maybe I'll be able to teach myself something. So, there's 2 poses. I could do something like this. Oh, I forgot his ears on this one, did I? Maybe not. But I can test out, like, different things. Like, this looks so scrappy right now, but that's the point. It needs to be scrappy. And here we go, kind of like a triangle here. I'm focusing. You can see my face is so close to the thing. I am trying very hard to draw small scale. It is not my forte. Actually, like, in some ways, it's easier. I can get so much more detail. It's just not the style I'm used to drawing. I'm used to drawing very close-up parts of a character and detailing those accordingly. This is very unique because I can practice a lot of things I wouldn't have in a small amount of space because it is not necessarily what I'm used to. Yeah, I agree. I try not to get into the practice of copy pasting, even though I don't think there's anything really wrong with, like, copying a feature to the other side. I will never improve drawing something on the other side if I don't do it physically, manually, by hand. Same thing with drawing a character's face facing left or right. I tend to see with a lot of artists, including myself, we get comfortable drawing a character facing this way, and all of the portraits we draw are facing this way. And when we do try to draw something facing the other way, we just kind of like flip the canvas horizontally, and I feel like I don't grow from that. That doesn't help me grow at all. It gives me a cheat, I feel, sometimes, depending on the type of art I'm trying to do. It gives me a little, I'll say it super loosely, a little cheat to do it the easy way. Again, I do that sometimes, and I feel like with certain art it works, and I like it. But in the sake of this practice that I'm doing today, I'm trying to keep myself clear of shortcuts. Fine, I won't call it a cheat, I'll call it a shortcut. That might make it sound better, because the last thing I want is people to think that I'm sounding rude about it. When, hey, I do it myself. Actually, I need to go back on that. Ah, dear. And I want the wings to really emphasize, like this. I want the feathers to be curled up. See, I do work on little details on the picture itself, even if I'm working smaller scale, and it does look like I have a lot more time put into the drawing, which I appreciate. See, right now is a point where I would want to copy and paste the wing to the other side. Okay, a hands tutorial I did in the past. I think I might remember that slightly. Yeah, that is also something I want to work on myself. Hands. You can tell I was struggling with the hand earlier, but I just didn't really say anything about it. I'm not embarrassed to mess up with my artwork. I'm not the kind of artist who needs to be perfect in front of the audience, because we're all human. We can make mistakes with our drawings. Nobody, like, most of the things that I'm gonna notice are wrong. You guys might not even notice. You guys might even think it's perfect. See, that's the thing. I've learned not to criticize my artwork so greatly as the artist, because most other people watching are probably not even going to see your flaws, because the flaws are in your own mind. It's what you're trying to accomplish or improve upon, so you'll notice easier the stuff that you don't like in your own work. Even if there's nothing wrong with it, other people might really like that and say, well, I couldn't imagine Miss Willow would think that that's messed up, or like she needs to fix that feature, because I think it looks great. I've had that happen many times where I'm unsure about something and everyone else really seems to like the feature, so I keep it. And then I also kind of learned to love it too, in some way. Some way. Deep down, beyond galaxies, kind of learned to accept my own artwork, because all my artwork is good. All artwork is good. It's just the artist who doesn't see the glory in it, because we're all improving. If you think I'm a perfect artist, I still have improvement to make. And even 50 years from now, I will have improvement to make. There's a lot of things that I will always work on. Same with every artist. We'll never be perfect at our stuff, in the sense of we cannot improve anymore. There's always more stuff to learn. There's always more routes to take with the drawing. And I embrace that. I don't dislike my work. In fact, I'm past the point of really being ashamed or disappointed too much with how a picture turns out. I'm just kind of like, oh, that's what it is right now. It looks great for what it is now. Sure, tomorrow I could do a lot better, in my opinion. But there's a lot of things that I've got to learn. Alrighty. See, right now I feel like I'm messing up with the hair. You guys might really like it, but that's exactly my point. Okay, there we go. That works a little better. There we go. There is a third pose, down and ready. How much minutes have I worked on this? I feel like it's been a good little while, but I'll be surprised by the time. Not even a half hour. Well, maybe a couple more minutes, because I was working on the first pose in the last stream that just kind of didn't work. No one is perfect, there is no limit. You know what I think? Everyone says nobody's perfect, or nobody's art is perfect. And I can agree with that, in a sense that everybody else kind of thinks with that saying. But I always say it as, if nobody's perfect, then everyone's perfect. Everyone's art is perfect. Because the imperfections, if everything was perfect, there would be nothing to compare the imperfectness or perfectness to. It wouldn't exist. So with art, I would say, basically everything I'm trying to say right now is, instead of no one's art is perfect, everyone's art is perfect. I'll just leave it at that. Everyone's art is perfect because it's imperfect. Perfect is up to your own values. I may think perfect means a completely different thing than you guys. Perfect may mean good and solid and flawless. I may think perfect means whatever it's meant to be in this world. It had to happen. The artwork was meant to be, this artwork is perfect. It can be improved upon in the perspective that me as a human and an artist can understand perspectively what improvement could be. But because it is here, it is perfect art, in my opinion. Perfect not meaning unable to improve. My idea of perfect's very different. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like whatever it has to be, whatever it is what the world meant the artwork to be. I was meant to make this drawing today. Whether it be to improve my skills, skill building my art, as aka the title of the video right now. The limit is not, there's no limit, I agree. Perfect in imperfectness is kind of how I view a lot of art-related things. Okay. What's another pose that I could work with? I could have Yeah, a sitting pose. I don't think I have a side view yet for him in this picture. So I'm gonna have kind of like a sad, um, I see. Even like how I draw the sketches and start them. I like to curve. If I'm doing a sideways view, I like to curve the back drawing instead of squaring in how I'm gonna draw the whole body. I just kind of go along the corner of what I do know how to draw, and I do that. Um, yeah, just like, actually, wait. Oh, I did that wrong. See, that's not the problem. Alright. Struggling a tiny bit with this. That's okay. A little bit of struggle with the artwork helps me practice. So, I want. And this is a very interesting pose. See, I'm also learning what is working with this and not. See, I feel like there's a little bit of a problem with with this. There's a little bit of a problem. I have it too tall, too long. So the head needs to be scooched over here more. Yeah, that's better. I see. I couldn't figure out what was going wrong with this. And then the hand. Yeah, see, that's a little bit better. I need to remake the back, though. And this will kind of be like a sitting pose, something like that. Hello, Toast. Welcome to the stream. I'm practicing full body poses. Earlier today, I practiced Miss Willow. Now I'm doing a lot of Luvisa drawings. Actually... See, this is the shape of wing that I feel like is very helpful. Alright, there we go. Today's all about practice. And the other layers of feathers work. See, I was teaching a little bit earlier how I draw wings, and it's really not a complicated thing. It's a couple shapes, like it's 3 movements, and then you've got wonderful wings drawn if you just add little details to it. Just the little details onto the basic shape help a ton. Basically what I do, in case anybody new is watching, it's a little hump like that, a line up, a long line slanted, tapering into that, and then another hump on the other side. Basically, just adding feathers here, long feathers on the tips like that, and bigger feathers on the shoulder blade. That's it. That's basically it. All there is to it. And even like draconic wings or whatever, just put that sharp and add a hook or a claw or something, and it's great. It's great. I love working with this kind of thing. Now to do the hair. Hair is very important. I keep giving him Miss Willow hair. I was just drawing Miss Willow earlier. So that's gonna be rough. Alright, there we go, that's something. The only thing that I do not like about this drawing is the arm. I somehow found a way to struggle with that extremely, extremely much more than I should have. Well, that has to do for now. That has to do for now. Okay, there's that. There is that one. How many more sketches can I do? So there's 4. I'm going to leave these 4 up on the screen like that. And I'm going to observe them and think about this just a tiny bit. So I'm definitely getting better and more comfortable with this. I just need to take the time to practice many poses until I get them very well done. And I feel like then I'll be able to draw something even better, because the first drawing is always my least favorite because it's the first one that I did. Everything after that, even within a 30-minute time marker, like almost now, kind of, has been 30 minutes or, yeah, almost 40 minutes. Not too long in the sense of 4 full-body drawings, but I can see even within under an hour, I have improved so much that the first drawing of mine is my least favorite. And the newer ones get better and better and better to me because I'm learning little tiny tricks every time. And it helps. This is a little bit of proof why I should be practicing more of this, because if I never jump out of my comfort zone and draw full body drawings, I will forever be staying where I'm just comfy, drawing a couple cartoon dragons. First of all, humans is something that I really struggle with, and I don't draw enough. I feel like those characters need a little bit more love, and I'm just not giving it to them if I'm not practicing drawing them at all. If I'm not putting any effort into doing that, I'll never do it. So, in fact, these videos are my favorites on the channel. Unless it's a really great drawing, these are my favorites because I can see my improvement. That's like the same level of excitement someone gets when they look back at years old sketches in their notebook. And it's like Christmas morning, at least to me. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna add in a little signature right here. That should be good. And how many more drawings do I have? I have room for like 2 or 3 more. Let's work on that. Alright. Time for like I feel like this should be like a third, 3/4 view. Already, I got the head done really well. Very good sketch. Already. Just kind of sketching this. Sometimes I do like a stick figure pose to sketch out kind of, sometimes I do like squares and boxes and triangles. And sometimes my sketches literally consist of just roughly drawing what I want to keep, practically. See, this is so much better than, like, my first one, I feel like. It's got a lot of character to it that I really like. What I tend to struggle a lot with is the front arm, or the arm. I don't have a very good sense of that proportion. Not necessarily the proportion, but they look like they're very like this, and I need to learn how to draw it a little bit looser. See, that's a little bit better. I just had to emphasize that, like, 8 shape, or that peanut shape. You can see when I start to struggle with the drawing. I'll have kind of like a salute or something. Like a yes sir look. Not like that. See, I remember I drew a dragon kind of with this pose, and it was very difficult. I need a little bit more muscle structure. That is also kind of a problem with me. I do not draw a lot of, like, muscle structure, and that's something that I envy a lot of artists who can draw very quickly. Seems a little bit better. Seems decent. Again, it's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be practice. It's not supposed to look the best. It's not competing really with other stuff. It's just how I learn. See, that looks a little bit better. That looks a little bit more natural. I was worried about how close it looked. Yeah, so this kind of works. It's definitely not my favorite, but it's somewhere. It's somewhere on that line of I'm kind of proud of it. I just need more work. Oh, that was the problem. Literally one section stuck out a little bit more than the rest, and that was pretty much my whole problem. See, sometimes I don't know the problem until I just kind of erase it and find out that that was what gave me trouble. Hello, Nox. Welcome to the stream. I'm practicing a lot of full body drawings and poses. Getting myself back into the practice of improving my art instead of just staying where I'm comfy. So that is what I'm working on today. Not being very comfy, but also having fun. Comfy equals good practice, but good practice for only one thing leads to stagnation, I believe. And my art has a lot of stagnation to it. That is a problem with me. I do not want stagnation with my artwork. I do not want it sitting in the same place that it is 3 years ago. I want it to differ. I want to grow. I want to improve and change and blossom. And the only way to do that is step out of my comfort zone. Draw something that I'm not drawing literally every single day. And I'll get a better feel for what I'm going to be working with more. It's better. See, it's better. Looking at it very zoomed out is helping me be able to rationalize what parts of the drawing I want to improve with. See, this is kind of like even the angles of the wings. This is why I'm not going to copy and paste it, because I can have more character with the drawing if I don't. If I just add another wing exactly the same, it's not going to have that slight turn to it. If I add a smaller wing right here,